Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you happen to be, welcome to another fantastic rendition of Garu Dinner Theater. The scene is set within the personal residence of one Gerard Morningkill, Silverfang and Beta to the Sept of the Green. He has, throughout the day, dealt with the various, very important business running a sept as large as the Sept of the Green. And he has done so very dutifully, very austerely in his proper Silverfang manner. And it is beginning to be the end part of the day, the end part of the night. He's gone ahead and retired to one of his personal chambers with a little bit of his own personal business. He walks in, undoes the suit that he has just a little tiny bit, takes off the tie, unbuttons a few buttons from his shirt, and sits at his desk, takes out a very lovely bottle of vodka from the lower end of the drawer, takes it out, starts to pour himself a wonderful little drink just to get him a little bit inebriated so that he can go ahead and smooth things over, at least in his own head. He's going to go ahead and try to enjoy this evening. It is the end of a very long work week. When he hears it, he grimaces, but he hears it. The very quick patter of feet. He knows to be one of his most lovely of people, the one that he has tied himself to. But at times like this, the pittering and pattering, the very excited pittering and pattering, he knows that his day is not nearly as done as he would like to wish. When all of a sudden, his door goes ahead and flies open.
Hey, sweetie. Hey, so I told you about the new kinfolk. No, not the kinfolk. Cup.
Sinner?
Yeah.
Sinner? Sinner?
What?
Breathe.
I am breathing, sweetie. It's just not going that well. Look, I told you about the new cup, right? Maeve? You heard about her, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I thought it would be nice to bring her along. So I hope you have like 4 extra places at the dinner table because she's here and so is Lucas, who is the kinfolk that I told you about. Um, and she apparently has 2 kind of guards-ish, something like that. So anyway, they're right behind me. Come on. Come on in, guys. There's like, what do you want to drink?
She has permission from the den parents.
How am I supposed to? I don't even know who the den parents are nowadays. Come on in, as she kind of walks in. And
Maeve will far more tentatively join them, like poke her head through first.
Dave, for your information, this is a giant fucking mansion on Long Island. Only the richest of the rich can afford this place. With interior decorations, imagine the most expensive stuff that's actually useful and placed around.
She's actually probably then even more wide-eyed because she has lived on Long Island herself and has probably heard essentially the ludicrous stories about this side of town, as it were, where all the really hoity-toity people live. So she's got her head poked in and her eyes are enormous, and she's just everything is bigger and expensive and shiny and outrageous. And so she's obviously taken somewhat aback and, as such, moving fairly slowly.
Followed closely behind happens to be Lucas, who is pretty much keeping his mouth shut, actually. He's back to his much more reserved self, and sort of was just dragged along just by the cheeriness of those people around him, because when two princesses go ahead and invite you to the mansion of the second command to the entire nation, at least in this particular part of the world, you don't have much reason to go ahead and say no. We're gonna die, aren't we?
No.
So what do you guys want to? What do you guys want to drink?
Uh,
Oh, come on,
milk?
they gotta have drinks first before introductions. Seriously.
Morningkill will stand up and turn towards the three people he has never ever seen before, but has only heard rumors about. And he has a very polite smile on his face that says, "I will murder you all in your sleep if you dare disrespect me in my house." Greetings. How are you all?
Yes, we're gonna do introductions first.
Very good.
Please, to meet Gerard Morningkill, House Info, Silverfang, right. Bad officer. Oh, and Truthcatcher.
I can do my own introduction.
Come on, I'm trying to do the right thing here, and it's still like, no, you're so.
Sir, these people have made their own introductions. Thank you very much.
I am Maeve Maxion.
The illustrious new cub.
I guess so.
You have permission from the den parents to be here.
I've been told that I can leave the sept as long as I have an escort. I usually go with Olaf, but he wasn't available, so I asked these two if they minded coming with me.
Ah,
And I will assume that Trent is either himself or two random Fiammakin folk.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever works for him.
that did not answer my question, young man. Did you have permission from the den parents, or was this escort placed upon you by someone else?
I haven't met the den parents.
I see. Such joyous news.
They seem to be very busy.
Yes, they seem to be. And he turns to the Fianna kin and the Chadagaya kin.
Mhm.
I cannot believe we have been acquainted before. How are you?
Nudge, 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 nudge. You're gonna nudge the child of Gaia? Yep. Alright, Lucas goes ahead and gets the nudge and simply looks to Gerard Morningkill and says, good evening, Raya. My name happens to be Lucas Matthews. I am a kin of the Children of Gaia.
A pleasure, Mr. Matthews.
And indeed, as well, it is towards you.
And he turns towards the Fianna.
Just make it up, it's good.
It's like, good evening, Raya. Morning. Well, I am associate of Dave. If I don't typically speak, the madam here does the speaking.
She is now, by the way, studying her feet instead of the various things about the walls and the fancy furniture and whatnot.
Ah, Mr. Dave, if you do not have a last name to call you by.
Pursley?
Dave Pursley. Well, Mr. Pursley, a pleasure to make your acquaintance. How are you all doing this?
Are you gonna kill me?
They want something to drink. Come on.
My apologies, however, I was trying to make a small talk before offering the fine guests something to drink. So there's no need to look at me like that.
Sweetheart, please.
Yes, yes. How are you all this fine day?
I did,
Terrified.
I did enjoy the museum. We just came from there.
Ah, excellent.
I haven't been in a very long time. It was very nice. Reminded me of going there with my dad.
Good, good. He'll what he'll do is he'll simply grab a piece of paper, flicker it twice, and then wrap it up in his hand. And when he opens his hand again, the piece of paper has seemingly disappeared. Would you all like anything to drink, perhaps?
She'll probably be caught for a couple seconds staring at his hand, like just completely taken with whatever simple manner of trick that was. And then catch herself staring and start back up to looking at his face and go, "Oh, water?"
Water?
Or milk?
Firstly?
Hmm?
Whatever you want, dear, just order something. We basically have everything.
I have heard that the Morningkill Mansion has an excellent selection of wines, both white and red, as well as very strong Russian vodka. I don't drink while on duty.
Nowadays, we also sport a very nice cabinet of whiskey. But, well,
That's your own.
well, of course it's my own. I don't expect you to know anything about whiskey.
I'm wounded.
Well, I never see you drink vodka. I don't know shit about vodka.
Mm-hmm.
Raya?
Yes, Mr. Matthews.
Perhaps it is a good idea to see whether or not something is on the menu for dinner before deciding what to drink. So that
You invited yourself to dinner then.
I do not presume anything. He goes ahead and makes a fucking shit-eating grin.
You will get the same shit-eating grin back.
Sweetie?
I want to make a willpower to see if I can maintain my composure.
Slowly reach out.
Are you gonna roll your intimidate?
No. No.
Nope, no successes. He's backs the fuck down.
I'm gonna reach out slowly, just kind of grab his sleeve lightly and pull him back behind her, because this seems dumb.
Yeah.
Gerard,
Yes.
they did not invite themselves for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I kinda invited them.
As usual, I see.
Hey, I called to Alphonse, but I like to shorten it a little bit, and he was okay with it, and he was gonna pass it along to the chef.
How pleasure. How much pleasure and joy I have then that is not passed to the master of the house. But no matter, we shall ignore that slight inconvenience
Just like
for now. No, no need to say anything else. I know exactly how this goes right now. It's not like the first time this has happened, as he says as a vodka bottle.
But it was like 5 minutes ago before we entered.
There's a ringing at the doorbell.
Mm-hmm.
A kinfolk will go ahead and open the door.
And it's not so that.
Looks at the kinfolk, narrows the eyes. Don't suppose Gerard's in?
Mr. Morningkill is in. Yes, indeed. He has a couple of guests, however. May I have your name, ma'am?
Charlie Krykos.
Ah. Do you have an appointment with Mr. Morningkill?
Nope. but I got a whole bunch of paperwork. She holds up a couple of folders stacked to the brim with papers.
I see. There's bottoms to Morningkill for paperwork, though?
Oh, no, these go to him directly. I need some things signed off on before I call it a week.
Aha.
And since Mother L told me, and I quote, "This is not the kind of shit I get into on a daily basis. Go bother Gerard."
Damn it, Vinny.
You're angry because you know I'm right.
Yeah. I see.
Yay,
Well,
successes.
If the mistress of the park really wants it, then please be welcomed in this house. I will notify Mr. Morningkill our arrival.
Okay.
Please come in.
Can I come in and sit down on a chair, cross one leg over the other,
Oh.
and pull out a bag of Kit Kat minis from her bag, and just start putting them in her mouth
The
while
kid
just staring directly at the kinfolk.
will walk away towards the living room. Actually, knock on the door so the rest of the group will see another kinfolk enter the room and say that another guest has arrived from Mr. Morningkill.
Wasn't me?
And Mr. Morningkill will look at the rest of the group and say, "Are we expecting another person for dinner?"
No. I did not.
Shake her
just
head
a-
briskly.
Oh, just a man in a cloak with a scythe and sickle. You take our souls.
Well, it would not be the first time meeting this man. Sinner, if you ask this man by giving them drinks, I will be right back.
That was, by the way,
Damn it!
the
Is
roll
where Callie sitting directly looking right into that living room?
No.
No.
Oh,
No.
That's too bad.
By the by, this is a perception empathy to figure out how much of the intimidation factor, just the natural thing he has about him, is actually backed up with viciousness, and how much of it is just kind of a curried way of carrying himself.
There's definitely a lot of this is just the way he carries himself. If he really meant to scare somebody, he'd make it.
He'd be a lot scarier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen
It's a
his
wolf.
social dice pool?
Really
Nope.
angry predator.
Yeah.
I mean, if you,
It's scary.
there is okay, fair enough. There is a bit of there is a natural air of intimidation around this man since he has a very high intimidation score,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not like he's actively using it. It's just his way of carrying himself.
Okay. She will calm down ever so slightly. Ever so slightly.
Morningkill will make his way to the hallway.
You know, if my mother didn't know you this favor, I wouldn't be here.
I'm sorry.
Why is he telling me to give you guys drinks when I asked that half an hour ago? Bastard! Anyway, what do you guys want to drink?
I'm fine with water.
Water. Lucas, what do you want to drink?
I guess just go ahead and give me something real soft. Bit of whiskey, lots of rocks.
Cool. Right?
It's like the sweet promise of a tomorrow.
Fine. She'll call in a kinfolk and pass along the different wishes, and also ask us to, bring some snacks.
At some
Oh.
point, Maeve will lean over. Like, you didn't tell me he was scary as hell. Very quietly. Just, you didn't tell me that. That's not fair.
He's not scary as hell.
What are you
She gets a
doing?
skeptical look.
He is. Gerard.
When
Watching like 20 different dice rolls on Vinny's screen right now.
I'm scared.
well, when
In the meantime,
Morningkill comes into the foyer, there are 3 mini Kit Kats on the floor as Callie is tossing them up and trying to catch them in her mouth as she's sitting there and been left to her own devices and been forced to entertain herself. And when she's sort of tossing these up, not expecting Mr. Morningkill when he comes around that corner and clears his throat, she stops, looks at him, and the Kit Kat in midair just hits her on the nose. Oh, didn't expect you for another 5 minutes or so.
well, an amusing sight indeed. I hope you are planning on cleaning that up.
She'll cant her head to one side and just give him a look like, no, I was planning on leaving them there. Shakes her head and sighs as she goes and picks them up, tosses them in a waste bin. Are
What
you...
can I do for you, Miss Krakos?
well, because Mother Larissa pawned me off on you, I have, and she picks up the 2 folders. They're
Overdue
probably
goods.
about 4 inches thick each.
Oh, God.
I need requisition forms for the next 3 months signed off on.
I'll take one of the folders and glean through it. What exactly are these folders about?
It's mostly just winter landscaping supplies like rock salt for icing or de-icing walkways and snow shovels, plowing, basically all the sort of stuff that the Garu like to keep in-house for the winter.
And all of the booze.
That's not what the Keeper of the Land does.
That's a different apartment entirely, I'm gonna guess.
After he's done gleaning through the folder, he says these should already be in the magazine in storage, are they not?
Well, last year was a pretty harsh winter, and it looks like nobody really bothered to replenish the supplies as we were kind of going directly into wartime footing directly after the winter was over.
Oh, Freya.
To be fair, I can't say that I blame her, given the circumstance of a giant demigod coming back from the dead to kill us all.
Neither do I. However, still. He'll take the other folder and glean through it as well, seeing what it is, if it's the same.
In the other one, there might be a request form for a rather ostentatious hydroponics bay that is located off of the mundane books.
He'll take both folders, close them up. I will have them read through completely by tomorrow, and perhaps sign them.
Sounds good. So you have guests?
Yes!
Anyone I know?
Have you perhaps already met the young Fianna, descendant of High King Macbrion?
She's just gonna reach over and tap the folders that he's holding now.
Or look at the folders, then back at her.
No, I haven't.
Don't be too blemished, Vinny. Even I took a few seconds to figure that out, but I'm drunk.
I am drunk as
Oh
well,
my.
so it's all okay.
the clear indication was that Callie was tapping the folders to make it clear to point out to Gerard that has been her life for the past 2 days.
Great. What my life in for the last week? Fear, struggle, and pain.
Well, you're kinfolk. Get over it.
Damn.
Well, Miss Crackers, why don't you join us? Apparently we have many guests for dinner. Have you prepared dinner yourselves, or would you like to stay as well?
Well, if you're offering, it would be rude of me to say no, so absolutely.
Excellent. Follow me. Would you like anything to drink?
As long as it's not whatever the hell is going around in the local scene that's called Death on the Vine, I'm good.
Fireball?
I'm not sure what it is. All I remember is it was horrible. And I think
No,
the changelings are really into it.
I'm asking whether or not you'd like some fireball, Miss Krakos.
She'll look over at Gerard with kind of a really astonished and perplexed look. You drink Fireball?
No, but I do have it.
That's what I thought. Sure, why not?
They'll arrive back in the living room. Before they enter, there will be a kinfolk bringing them all the drinks, including Fireball, which nobody seemed to order. But then a few moments later, Gerard and Callie enter the room.
You'll see Cinna standing with the fireball. It's like, well, didn't order any of this, but hey, bottoms up, guys.
Cinna or Callie will grab Cinna's wrist.
What? Hey,
That,
Cal. what are
and
you
she'll
doing?
pluck it out with the other hand. Or she'll pluck it out of
Hey!
the other hand. That was not for you. Don't be rude.
How was I supposed to know? It's not necessarily like that was a
Did
name
you
tag.
order it? Did
What?
you ask for it? Did you ask for it?
No, did
Oh
I?
my god, oh my god, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. They're arguing,
It's
we're all
not
gonna
for
die.
you.
Mabel will reach over and pat the poor guy
Here?
on the shoulder and be like, "Don't worry, we're not gonna die.
Well, you're
If
not
you
gonna
want
die, I'm
one.
gonna die.
You're not gonna die."
We can definitely get one. But this one was mine. And I've earned it. I have been working my ass off for the past 2 days, and she's going to or just completely slam back the shot, or not even a shot, it's probably like a whiskey glass full.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, that's so horrible.
Then why did you drink it in the first place if you think it's horrible?
Because it's a good kind of pain.
Mm-hmm.
It's that kind of pain, like, I know that I'm, putting glycol crystals in my liver, but I don't care.
Oh, God.
Anyway, good to see you, Cinna.
Hi, Kelly.
How you doing?
Great! Couldn't be better. Then you walked in.
Maybe we should spar tomorrow. And she'll wink at Cinnamon.
Good.
And she'll look over at Lucas. Sup?
Howdy. He says rather meekly, in the presence of such a high-ranking Garu with such raise. Lucas is withdrawing into himself.
Looks over at the other kinfolk she's never met before. Nods.
She's gonna kill me.
It's not.
Then looks at the new purebreed princess in the sept.
Well,
Howdy do.
Good evening. Joe Bobberhead.
Are you the new cub that everyone's been all aflutter about?
Yeah, it seems so.
I see. And she begins to walk around, just apprising Maeve. Oh, you definitely look like a member of his family.
We're all gonna die. We're all going to die.
You're not gonna die.
Firstly, please do not have such a negative outlook on life.
She looks over at Morningkill. What did you do to them?
Absolutely nothing.
He was being his happy little self.
Looks over at Cinnamon. I don't think you did anything.
Which Maeve echoes, so happy, in the saddest little voice ever.
Like looking like, what? Like, I didn't do anything. Why would I do anything? I just invited them over for dinner. Let her.
Kelly's at May's response after Cinnamon sort of explains herself. Her head just kind of turns on a very slow axis over at Maeve at what she just said, and then she looks back to Morningkill and smiles. Oh, she's gonna fit in here. She's gonna fit in very well.
Obviously. I'm leaving this correct because I have not done a single thing. Or anybody who would know.
So it's just your overwhelming force of personality?
Perhaps it is so.
Shakes her head. Okay, she points at the two kinfolk. He? Definitely someone to respect, but not necessarily someone to fear when he's on our side. So unless you guys are...
Oh my god, she's pointing at me to kill me.
You're very paranoid.
So unless the two of you are like spiral kin in disguise...
It's like, I don't even want to know what a spiral is at this moment. I'm just whatever you don't want me to... I'm just not whatever you don't want me to be.
She starts trying to soothe the kin.
Gerard, we've got to do something about your image.
What is wrong with my image?
Yeah.
Everyone's scared shitless of you who doesn't know you.
That serves a purpose, believe it or not.
It's kind of what he wants, but he doesn't want it at the same time. You gotta know him to really understand it.
He seems like a good tactic for strangers and non-allies. Not the best tactic for allies.
Well, I've heard the tales about this guy, and she points over at Morningkill with a smile. I've heard with just a snarl he can stop a charging spiral at 20 yards.
Do you need that snarl now?
I believe it.
Well, Miss Macpheon, do not worry. You have not angered me, nor have you had any reason to anger me, so I see no reason to possess any ill will towards you. You are my guest, and therefore I will treat you as guests, as honorable guests.
Thank you. And she'll bob her head again.
Supposed to go to school.
So, what's a Macpheon doing all the way out here?
I grew up on Long Island.
I just sort of imagined most of the noble families sticking close to their tribal homelands.
Well, I'm not. I mean, he's my great uncle. He's not the most direct ancestor.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't know it was anything special until now. I just knew that I had an uncle in Ireland who was very influential and very, very busy, and not to bother him.
And now that you're part of the nation?
He's still very influential and very busy, and I'm not going to bother him. I don't think.
You know who else was a guest? Jonathan Harker.
What?
Give it a minute, you'll get the reference.
I think he just made a Stoker reference?
There you go.
I don't get it.
Jonathan Harker, the husband of Mina Harker, who was the concubine of Dracula.
Oh.
He's like, you also got that totally wrong, but oh my god, scary rage monster, gonna show my light.
Just looks.
I'm pretty sure the scary rage monster comments are worse than just talking.
Well, I have something of a little bit of a reputation in the Sept. and she'll just kind of tap her foot and look at the her kicking foot and look at the Fiona kid.
And he's like, I told you! I told you!
No one's gonna
Don't
hurt
worry, she
you.
just breaks your arm and then she's done with it.
The one time, and it's not my fault that you didn't submit in the training ring.
Why would I submit? I told
Because
you
that's
have
what
the
you
situation
do.
under control.
You didn't have it under control.
Totally had the situation under control.
Really.
Yeah, really.
Because the panic state we got into after that really kind of said otherwise.
Me? You almost forgot to bring our camera along.
Yeah, but we got your camera, didn't we?
Yeah, but not thanks to you.
Still got it.
Of course I still got it. You think I would walk away from that place without my camera? Dude. Really? Oh, God. I kind of caught a little cold. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Don't know if you're out, by the way.
Do not
Don't
worry.
let Gerard know what.
It is very apparent.
Yeah, did she ever mention that to you, by the way? Because I never got chastised for that, and I was really sure I was gonna be.
Hey,
Excuse me, what?
Nothing.
The training mishap.
Nothing.
The breaking arm? Is that what you were talking about?
Yes, that.
The situation was resolved afterwards.
How do you know about that?
It was, but I still kind of half expected to be yelled at.
I don't know.
Well, Miss Krykos, perhaps restraint is a lesson. However, breaking an arm during sparring matches is not truly punishable. We have many skilled players in the arts of healing.
Yeah, I know. I desperately was seeking them out afterwards.
Yeah.
wait a second. Nudge, 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 nudge,
Hmm?
Lucas. Is this the one that keeps getting blasted by lightning?
Yeah, that would be me.
It's like,
That's the thing.
it's not raining outside,
Well,
is
when
it?
you have an absolutely abysmal cast of Shadow Lords within the Sept, yes.
You just get hit by lightning a lot.
Well, when they keep pissing off their patron, yes.
What's their patron?
Grandfather Thunder.
Oh, well then I guess that makes sense.
Callie will unzip her fleece a bit, so that way the area just underneath her neck is visible, in a tasteful way, of course, and show the sigil.
Takes a mental image.
Of course he would.
um,
Just a sigil burnt into her chest. It sort of resembles is the glyph of Grandfather Thunder or the Shadow Lords.
Oh. Are you a Shadow Lord?
Eyes just go immediately blank as she just stares at this stuff.
Maybe one day she will learn not to ask that question. Maybe one day.
Well, I don't know. People just keep saying things and I don't know things.
She'll just lean forward until she's almost sort of leaning. How tall is Maeve, by the way?
Not very. She's like 5'6".
So Kelly's looking up at her. Are
I'm
you a
just
Shadow
kidding.
Lord?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they keep telling me technically I'm not anything, but I'm pretty sure this is a one-way street I got. I just didn't see any other reason for their patron to zap you constantly. I don't know.
Well, The first one was because he was pissed. The second time was because I made a deal so he wouldn't fry the sept again.
Again.
He was pissed. It has something to do with. She points over at Lucas. His tribe's spirit brood.
Remains silent. Motherfucker wouldn't take my laundry.
What?
Okay, long story short,
Was that?
We have broken. We have officially broken. Vinny, come back to us. It's going to take him a while for him to realize that he's frozen, and it might take a while for him to refresh.
be frozen.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Ta-da!
So yeah, Callie looks over after describing Andre a bit about the number of times he's thralled, and she looks over at him for reference. 3 or 4 times?
You may have to repeat the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You the one that froze.
Okay, so Max, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
Right here. You can't see it, but I'm pointing at my eyes, pointing at you, pointing at my eyes, pointing at you. Okay. Callie was basically describing the situation which led up to Grandfather Thunder being angry at Andre. She was describing first how he got into the situation with Unicorn, which was something along the lines of he kept thralling. Callie was indicating to Maeve about 3 or 4 times, in which case she looks over for comedic effect, looking at Morningkill. 3 or 4 times, she asks.
I believe 2 or 3 would be more appropriate.
Okay, so 2 or 3 times. Thralls to the worm.
What's
Clearly
that?
it's a terrible thing. Terrible, terrible thing. Basically, his rage got really out of control. So, trying to get that fixed, he goes to Unicorn, which is the Children of Gaia's travel totem, and tries to strike up a deal. Fails miserably at it, keeps ignoring requests made of him, and pisses Grandfather Thunder off after pissing off Unicorn.
Oh.
So Grandfather Thunder came to the Sept, full-on double comes down to Georgia, starts dropping lightning bolts on me and several of my compatriots, says, fix it or the Sept will suffer. So, since we were pretty sure that she looks over at Gerard, do you mind if I be very curt with what I'm about to say?
Please, go straight right ahead.
Pussy-ass bitch of an Arun, Shadow
Technically,
Lord.
that was his deed name.
Yes. Basically wouldn't do anything to fix it, so as keeper of the land, I decided to step up and say, no, you take it out on me, nobody else.
Wow.
Aren't you glad you're getting into this whole mess?
Well, you know, more and more every day.
I mean, you'll have an opportunity to get blown up on the freeway, you know,
I
going on
think
a
I-
wild freeway chase,
I
jumping
think
off
I
a building.
like this crescent moon thing better, with less getting punched in the face and falling off buildings.
You know, a lot of our theorists thought that.
I'm just gonna let that be my happy thought.
She'll pat Maeve on the head. She'll reach up to do it, but she'll pat Maeve on the head.
Oh, she accepts at this point. Like, she's blatantly being like, no, I'm just gonna let this be my happy thought. I know it's not right, but it's my happy thought. Just let it be. Just let it be a thing. I'm gonna
It's okay.
die.
It's okay, sweetie. Your hopes and dreams will be shattered, but not tonight.
That's good.
You'll encounter and surely discover your own route, your own hardships. However, one must always learn to overcome their challenges and overcome their difficulties. It is what makes one grow in life.
Yes.
Macfion. It's been quite a while since I talked to your great uncle.
It's been a very long time since I talked to my great uncle. Pretty sure you saw me when I was little, like really little. Like I remember the photographs, but I don't remember seeing him little.
If you wouldn't mind me asking a few questions,
No,
why is it that you are here and not in Ireland?
this is where my parents live.
Fair enough.
She just kind of shrugs.
Any particular reason why your parents moved here?
I guess the same reason that anyone else moves to America from elsewhere. And she does the little like arms, that little swinging fist thing, like the gung ho little fist thing, and she's like, American dream and stuff.
Morningkill will pop a smirk at that and nod his head politely. Say, of course, the American dream.
She kind of shrugs helplessly, like that's. I've never really asked. There's a lot of people who have come here from any number of places, so it just seemed like a thing.
Well, your family always keeps. Well, the Fianna always keep very close eyes on their family. You see, how much do you know about your heritage, really, lineage, Miss Macfield?
Well, I mean, I know my family tree. I know my line. I know that my parents talk to my family, and I know that sometimes they come and visit. But I just figured it was what family does.
Well, perhaps you should have a few talks with the right master, Chases the Storm. He's a very old member of the Fianna tribe. And
I did meet him when I first got here.
Excellent. I suggest you go speak to him again. He holds great knowledge and is surely able to guide you on a path. Whether that is the right one for you, you will have to find out.
I hope so.
Excellent. Morningkill will sit down on a couch, on one of the many couches in his living room, and he'll look around if anybody else will still keep standing or take a seat or do whatever, as he pours another glass of vodka for himself.
Callie has asked the kinfolk to bring her the handle of Fireball.
Fireball! Dun, 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 dun.
And she'll sit down on a couch and look up to Maeve and sort of pat the area next to her.
Maeve will make sure to leave enough room for the kin to stand close by and for Lucas to take a seat at the very least and hunker down. She still looks somewhat awkward and somewhat tentative to do it. Like she's she's not really hiding it well because she's kind of out of sorts in this setting. So it's one of those, like, you can tell that she wishes really hard that she had an excuse to be like, oh gee, gotta go, I left my oven running. But obviously there's no polite way to do that. So she'll just kind of, sit down.
Lucas for himself is quite well reserved, again, with the high-ranking Garu and the high amount of rage. He just simply sits, be seen, but definitely not heard.
Callie's just gonna roll her eyes at Lucas and just look at him. You know, you used to be fun.
He's still fun.
No, he's not being fun at all right now. This is not Lucas. This is Lucas in front of, like, the school board or the principal.
Lucas is more fun in small groups.
Nods.
Lucas,
I'm
let me put something out there for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Gerard has invited you into his home. He has said that you are a guest. He is offering you drinks and food, and from everything I know about Gerard, he's keeping it extremely casual. And she'll smile at Gerard.
Madam,
The vodka.
if you
So-
need to, I could simply create an excuse, possibly vomiting on myself.
She just shakes her head. Y'all need to lighten up, I swear.
Very quiet whisper.
The elders back at the Sept of... What was that one called again, Max? I forget, out of character.
Huh?
The quiet... Not quiet thoughts, but lost dreams?
Bygone visions.
Bygone visions, yes.
Yeah, I even forgot about them.
She looks up at the two kinfolk. You guys are, like... You're being more formal than I was at the Sept of Bygone Visions.
Like, yes,
In front of their
honorable,
elder.
rightful standing member of the Garu Nation.
Are
That
you not?
are.
Do you not serve Gaia in your own way?
Yes, proper member of the Garu Nation. Right you are, Raya.
Then you have earned your spot. You've earned your keep. You help out. Sit the fuck down and enjoy yourself. Jesus.
At
Lucas is
this
going to
point,
go ahead and extend his legs outward, lean far, far back into the couch, and bring out his sketchbook.
See, was that so hard?
I'm on duty. I'm not allowed to enjoy rest. I'm not on duty. Scribble, 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 scribble.
She just looks up at Gerard. I am really sorry that people are afraid to be natural around you.
Spinning willpower. Oh, fucking A.
Oh, hey! The one time
Uh,
you spent a willpower.
Lucas's pencil flies across his sketchbook in a frenzied manner until it actually takes him like 5 to 10 minutes to completely and utterly finish his sketches. Any mention or any interference is met with harsh resistance, as he is now inspired simply by Callie's words of just let it go, let it go, let it go.
Don't.
And eventually,
Out of character, I will smack you so hard.
Vinny, I don't care. I don't care, Vinny. I don't care. Eventually finishes the sketch and goes ahead and lays his sketchbook down, and it is a very, very austere, very, very prominent, very, very proud rendering of Gerard motherfucking Morningkill.
Katie, do you know how Joe looks? What his actual profile looks like?
Maeve will actually kind of peek over and go, oh, hey, look, you do better under stress.
Because this is Gerard Morningkill.
That handsome man.
So, Maeve will ding, jump and look startled for a second, and then go about rapidly patting her pockets, and eventually pull out a phone in a very obviously awkward fashion. She's not accustomed to having one, and so she like two-handed, like not even does the thumb flip, like two-hand flips the thing open, and pokes around for a second, trying to figure out how to read the messages, and finally gets this look of victory, followed by a little more clicking, and then goes, Emmett says, ask Gerard how the karaoke went if he tried it, and says he'll know what I meant. And then she looks up expectantly.
This is that point where Callie does start to have the hairs on the back of her neck go up just a little bit.
Lucas is going to go ahead and hold his hand up for Maeve.
What?
Open palm.
High five?
Takes the phone.
Oh, takes
Takes
the
the
phone.
battery out. Hands it back to you.
This is the one you gave me, though.
I know.
Oh.
I told you to
Callie
keep the battery
starts
out.
I didn't even give it to him, though.
chuckling, giggling. I'm gonna roll her willpower to see how well she keeps this in.
She looks
How
completely
in the world did
flabbergasted.
he send you a message if he did not have your phone number?
Well,
So there you go. Keep it
Olaf
unlocked.
has my number, but I don't know.
Callie is sitting there just.
Just like the barely suppressed giggle fit.
In
To her credit, Maeve
look at sketchbook.
looks incredibly confused.
Robert Morningkill has the same confused look on his face.
Well, so that's actually choking in whatever drink she has. Might be the cold when she's coughing, but it might be something else.
Luz is going to go ahead and take this sketch, rip it out of his sketchbook, sign it, hand it over to Morningkill.
Morningkill will take the sketch. Oh, very impressive, Mr. Matthews.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, he's an excellent drawer.
Artist.
Illustrator.
If you would like, you can go ahead and commission me for more work like this. I'm not too good with the oils, but I'm starting to learn.
Ooh, some more face paints.
There's a small chuckle coming from Morningkill as he will simply sip another bit of his vodka. As he'll say, "Thank you, Mr. Matthews. I appreciate the drawing."
I done good. Give me gold star.
Does he actually say that?
No, hell no.
I was about to say, if he did, Maeve would have to lose her shit.
Oh no, he may
Immediately.
repeat the comment to you in private.
Though Emmett also did say he was available and he was going to teach me things. And if you don't mind.
We've not yet tried karaoke yet, but we might have.
Tell him.
He's gonna go ahead and poke Maeve and simply say, "Bring him over."
Bring him here?
Yes.
Well, you took the battery out.
Hands you the battery back.
Fumble fucks it like the wrong way into the phone, looks puzzled for a second, flips it around, eventually figures it out.
AKA,
So-
past him the hangout.
Mm-hmm.
She will laboriously go about like the T9 texting process.
No. Let's go back to the carpet.
And she finally, looking very victorious, like very, kind of does a little flourish with the click the send button. She's very proud of herself.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't suppose anybody else here is artistically talented, or am I the only one?
I am fairly good with a hammer and a chisel or a foundry.
What projects have you accomplished lately?
Have you seen Leah's bow?
Nope.
Well, there you go. She will take her time to concentrate, and a very ostentatious, well-crafted, and overall beautiful quiver appears on her back, which she'll pull off her shoulder and hand over to Lucas.
Go ahead and take it. tries very, very vainly to go ahead and strung something, even if it is a empty. I'm gonna roll some dice, see if I break my arm, because that'd be hilarious.
You managed to
I
break
my
your
fucking
arm. Okay.
arm.
You don't break your arm.
I
Holy
like to
shit! That's a
strain the
botch.
fucking muscle.
You
Lucas
sprain your wrist.
tries. He actually tries. He gets a few inches, but as
Austin,
soon as
may
he
I?
does, he goes
May I?
ahead and go ahead.
Okay. So apparently, she also handed over her fetish bow, which is designed for Garu, not
Female Garu as well.
Kinfolk.
I'm gonna suppose.
So. Yeah, it's also meant really to only be used by females, so the spirit inside probably grumbles a little bit at this kinfolk touching it. But as he attempts to pull on the drawstring, the bow pulls back until finally this little tug of war continues, and then the bowstring vibrates ever so softly, and that really fine wire.
Intricate of the arm.
Basically, if you've ever tried to pull really hard on piano wire,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to take about 2 or 3 inches off skin off the bottom side of your middle and index finger.
Yep. That goes ahead and happens.
His head, sweetie.
Takes the scarf off his neck, shoves his hand in there, breathes quite heavily because that was fucking awful. Hands it back
So-
to you.
Quick question: what is Emmett walking into?
You're not walking into anything quite yet.
You got to go through procedure to get into this party.
Maeve does look
Yep.
up and say, he says he's on his way, and then promptly takes the battery back out of the phone. And gives it back to Lucas.
Just looking at Lucas as she takes her bow and pets. It's like, oh, Priscilla, that was mean.
I told you they were gonna kill us all.
We're not. Nobody's killing anybody. Come on, we're a brave and proud people or something. Stop it. Stab.
Can
She'll
somebody give me some
reach
bomb?
out and in a completely, just an attempt to kind of shock him into stopping, she'll reach out and have you ever had someone pet your face? Just reach out and whole palm just down the face.
Mhm.
She does that. She's like, just, it's okay. Be calm. And face stroke.
I hope y'all know that no one told Emmett where to go.
Well,
So
there's
I think what we should
complications.
do, what would be really funny, is for you to roll fate dice until you get at least 4 successes to figure out.
Or
Or
Or-
text Morningkill.
he runs a trace on Callie's phone.
How do you know Kelly is there? Because you don't do it. Stop
Okay,
that.
fine. Lucas's phone.
Lucas' phone, you don't know, even connected, as well as not connected.
You know who you could do, though?
Cinnamon.
What?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon
Yeah.
always keeps her phone on.
Yep. Do we want that roll to count, or shall I do another one?
Does it really matter at this point?
Okay, this is what you get, because I'm a stickler. You know I'm a stickler. You get a few addresses that go ahead and point outside the city, but more towards the easternly direction. Basically, the satellites and the satellite and the cell phone towers are pointing eastward.
Okay. Text from Emmett to Sarah. Do I have to keep tracing, or can you just tell me where you are?
You could call like a normal person.
No. He actually just sent that to her.
Lucas
Yeah,
is,
but if he was a normal person, this wouldn't be nearly as complicated.
No, I know.
Crazy
Lucas is
talk.
currently wrapping his hand in the scarf, being soothed by
Maeve makes sympathetic noises and rubs his
Just
shoulder.
saying, I don't think Fate Dice can accurately present finding the one place in the east side of New York City. So
I don't see how they can't. That's why they're called fate dice.
there would be no way for him to really figure it out though unless he started doing building searches. So unless someone actually like legit tells him where the fuck he's going.
Well, there are lots of kinfolk, so roll them fate dice. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean lots of kinfolk? Well, where are you?
We're in Morningkill's mansion.
Okay, shit. Then that's one of the first places he would check.
It does make sense, considering we're hanging out with him and that's in the general area.
Yeah, if you're not... Okay, honestly, the first place he would go is, you should come over. Okay, that either means the Sept, which he would go to, and then no one's there. And then they would probably tell him, yeah, so the Irish chick...
If nothing else, if he went to the castle, she normally has 2 escorts with her, so one of them went back, which means someone there knows where she went.
Yeah,
There
so
you go.
Yeah,
Stop
Mabes-
making it more complicated than it has to be.
Like,
But it's
Mabes,
not fun the other way.
Mabes hanging out with the Silver Fang, the pure breed princess, and the lesbian.
Oh,
The
my
lesbian
life.
came in an entirely different group. Stop that.
Well, I don't know the scene, y'all. Like, I just came in here. Like,
Anyway, let's move along. Because I really want Max and Saskia to be drunk role-playing because they've been milking that fucking bottle of Fireball for the last 45 minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
Saskia's actually fallen asleep, so...
so, knock on the door.
So Cinna has fallen asleep again, and if Lucas had his way, more doodles would be on her face.
Alas.
Alas.
Too many witnesses.
Too
Lucas.
many witnesses.
Knock on the door again.
Yeah, and then you get a kinfolk opening door. Lucas, when you look to Cinna sleeping and you have that gleeful look of doodles, Morningkill this time looks to you, and there is, well, this time there's active intimidation.
Backs the fuck down.
So, the kinfolk opens the door, and I just see Lucas getting punked out by Morningkill.
Nope.
No, you don't see that yet. The
Oh,
kinfolk
okay,
is like,
okay.
the fuck
So-
do you want?
Pretty much.
This is the surly Russian kinfolk. Fuck do you want?
Head tilts to the side.
He
Are
was
we
promised
playing this
dinner
game right
3
now?
hours ago. That was 3 hours ago.
Are you Wolfman?
If you want me to walk in there and tell your boss that you're openly talking about shit like that, then let's play that game.
You want to play a game, hmm?
I don't want to play a
I
game.
wanted to have dinner 3 hours ago, but I was not allowed to.
Emma pulls out $100, slides into the dude's pocket. There you go. You can have a 5-star restaurant. Can I come inside now?
They are in living room. I am not announcing you. You go in by yourself.
Whatevs. And so starts one of the strangest relationships in the venue.
Dimitri goes out the door. I am clocked off. Tell Morningkill.
You got it.
Mr. Wilson, what a pleasure to see you.
Morning, Kilraya. How are
As he
you?
looks around, not knowing that Emmett was on his way. And he has, once again, this very polite smile on his face.
How much salt? How much salt?
I swear I will murder you all.
No, not for Max. It's for Morningkill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. How much salt?
Still has there's behind this very polite smile. There's a bit of annoyance that everybody seems to come walking into his mansion without his notice.
Not only that, after a very, very, very long work week, and expecting to simply enjoy a very relaxing night with a bottle of vodka.
I apologize
Hey,
for barging in unannounced.
Tried to escape.
Dimitri says that he was going to clock out of frustration.
Ah, wait, he did not have dinner then.
Apparently not.
He could have it 3 hours ago.
Dimitri forgot his keys. He comes back in, looks into the living room. You never said Dimitri could clock off. Dimitri's very hungry. He is going to get dinner.
You should learn proper English. And he'll start talking to him in Russian. It's like, really, dude?
Wait, does he actually say really, dude?
In Russian.
In Russian.
In Russian.
No, I know, but does he actually say really, dude in Russian? It doesn't matter that I don't
matter to
understand.
you right now.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does to me,
You know
OOC.
Russian.
I think OOC, yes, he totally said it. And Dimitri will respond back, I have low blood sugar, you know this. And now I am very hungry, and I am very behind on my schedule. I am going to go get dinner. If you have problem about it with it, you talk it with my mother. Yes?
Go and have dinner, Dimitri. Go and have dinner.
Thank you. Also, are we on for golf this weekend?
That depends on the situation.
If you cancel again, Yuri will be very upset. And you remember what happened last time Yuri missed tea time.
Yeah, no, the Glasswalker King wouldn't shut up about it.
I do remember. Do not worry.
That's it.
Then I will see you tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock. Sharp. I will make sure that you are awake. Please have pants on this time.
That's the done.
Das Vidanya. And he walks off, grumbling to himself in surly Russian.
I know we don't
The
assign
only
game
way.
names that often, but I think he's the Salt Master.
Dmitri the Kinfolk now has become canon, and nobody can ever forget it.
So it should take like a 3-dot ally and it's just Dimitri.
I'm gonna stab him out now.
He should be the fixer. It's the only reason he gets away with talking into Morningkill like that.
Make his case. I'm gonna do it.
Do it. I'm so okay with this.
So, Callie will see Emmett walk in. She'll sit forward and look at him. Haven't seen you since Greece.
You're right. No one's actually... I haven't given you proper congratulations. He'll offer his hand to Callie. And if you want to roll perception empathy on him, go ahead.
My amazing dice pool says nope.
He is
you're
insulting you
totally being
so
sarcastic
much.
right now.
So, let's do it. Let's do it.
Not enough.
The other
She-
way.
Right on the brink, she just stands right the fuck up.
Whoa.
Now the Fiona kinfolk react to the rage.
So, as, like, Callie, like, gets up all up in his face, he's like, whoa, Callie, what's up?
Maeve will reach out to grab his sleeve so he doesn't feel the need to step in or step away.
Who?
I'm really hoping.
I thought the Fiona was reacting.
I'm really hoping that I'm somehow misreading you, because it sure seemed very facetious what you just said right now.
Look, you know I can be a real dick, but you got the position, and I hope you do well in it. I mean that.
Really, because if I remember the moot correctly, all you wanted to do was mention shortcomings and flaws, not put out there the stuff that I had accomplished, stuff that had been accomplished for your benefit. And at this point, like, normally she would do this off and away, but because botches are botches, she's doing this right here, right now.
Oh, 4 successes.
That's cool.
Willpower roll to stay where he is.
That's cool. Emmett's just gonna say,
Maeve has like a hand on both kinfolk, like, stay.
We should leave. We should leave.
Morning
Emmett?
Yeah.
willpower point and activate Dona Nobis Passem,
Pache.
so what happens?
aka
Really chill.
the kinfolk gift that makes every Garu chill the fuck out.
Can we still continue this line of conversation?
Yeah, you just not
It just-
that angry.
Yeah, it makes it harder to rage.
Mechanically, you're at a +2 difficulty to frenzy.
Okay. Then Emmett will just say, you're right. I did have quite a bit to say. And I do apologize that I did leave out the good things that you had done. That was personal anger coming out. I do apologize for that. But you have to admit, Callie, there is a lot there.
I accept the good along with the bad when it comes to my own record.
You're right.
I know when I first got here, I had a lot of problems. But I would never, for a second, no matter what gripe I have with you, deny the things you had done for this nation.
You're right. I do apologize for personally betraying you like that. I know I have lost your trust, and if I don't ever get it again, I completely understand.
Let me make something clear. As a brother within the nation, you've earned my trust, and that's never going to go away. Personally and social standing, really fucking sketchy. Because of all the things I do wrong, they've always been direct, and you've always seen it coming.
Not entirely, but I get what you mean.
On that note, she sighs, crosses her arms, and because the gift that Morningkill used, she seems to be letting it pass off. Maybe it's the fact that she's finally getting that off her chest.
If you want to roll perception empathy on him, and again, you may want to go ahead.
I'll give it a shot, but, you know, dice being dice.
Truth.
Okay, I got a
There's
success.
one. This Emmett did mention personal anger towards Callie.
Something that, now that she's calmed down, she's not going to bring up in front of everybody.
Okay.
But she does look at him. So, Travis told you everything then?
Yep.
Then you know he's not stepping up for Wormfoe.
I know. Olaf would be a wonderful warm foe.
I said Olaf to try and get him to not step down from this challenge. It didn't work.
Sorry that backfired.
I tried. I don't like getting anything by default.
Well, hey, if you want, I could challenge or something. I'm not being serious about that, guys. As he kind of
Maeve just looks vaguely confused throughout literally this entire process.
Callie sort of inclines her chin, looking up at Emmett, because she looks up at everybody.
He shouldn't have to look up too much, though. He's only a couple of inches taller.
You're going to have to clear out a lot of your time, by the way.
Why's that?
Because you're the only one who's up to task to being a Wormfoe at the moment.
What? What?
When Travis said that you were the only person that should be Wormfoe outside of him, I agreed with him fully. I just didn't want him to skirt the challenge.
Then... Alright. But on one condition.
Go ahead.
Heed the advice and words that the people around you have for you.
The Storm Eater situation taught me a lot of things.
I'm aware. Unfortunately, it was the first time I'd really been in combat with you. And I know that you're a capable warrior, and you'll be a kick-ass warder. I know my words may have been harsh to say the least at the moot, but I never want someone in charge of the defense of the Sept to fail at their job. I want you to flourish. I want you to be the best damn warden you could possibly be. And if that means you appointing me as Wormfoe, if that means keeping the people of the Sept safe, he'll extend his hand. And I'll do my utmost best.
She'll pause, look at him, and then grab his forearm about 4 inches back from the wrist.
All right. Then it's done.
Now our social lives are officially over.
Yeah. Well, hey, I got lots of StarCraft 2. We can do that in the meantime while we're not making battle plans and whatnot.
Hey, Emmett.
Yeah, Mabe.
So this is really weird to ask, considering, like, you're in the middle of a conversation and all. But if I looked up a type of exotic pet and gave you the name of it, would you be able to see where it could be purchased?
Yeah. That could, I'm sure that could work.
I'm sure.
Like, Emmett doesn't even question it.
I'm sure that Travis will be willing to pay for them, but I had a thought earlier today because I have been stepping into the Umbra and I've been friendly with most of the things that I've encountered, but the lake is still very cold and very unfriendly. And I had a thought that might please it.
You're trying to offer championage to some spirits? Is that what I'm understanding?
If I remember the word right, then yes?
I'll let our former keeper of the land handle the spirit talks here since we have no thing urge.
Okay. Maeve. I would highly recommend that if you want to get in good with the spirits of the Sept, you speak to the keepers, and specifically whoever takes on the role of keeper of the land.
I don't know who that is. I haven't even met the Den parents yet.
God damn it, Katori.
Yeah, speaking of, Callie, you totally shot down my idea of becoming the second Den Father along with Katori.
Wait, you? I did what?
I was considering challenging for Den Parent myself.
Well, to be fair, while you would make a good one, you're the only Garu who's capable of being a Wormfoe.
Yeah.
We have
disagree.
several Garu that can fit the role of a Den Parent.
Well, I may disagree in that there are a ton of really nice Garu that could be Wormfoes. I'll accept your wisdom on this.
If only our pillow hands was back.
I know.
Slow thug tear.
Just this profound sadness emanates from both Callie and Emmett.
Oh, well, it's not my position to covet, I guess.
All due respect, if you're a Den Mother, you do a great job, but I think most of our male Garu would be sterile.
Okay, to be fair. Are you ever going to be caught off guard if someone tries to kick you in a place that hurts a lot?
I expect that in every combat now.
The results, at times, do speak for themselves.
God damn it.
You know, I'm really surprised that no one ever tried that on me. It hurts just as bad, I'm telling you.
I know. I know. I've Googled it. I've done the research.
Mm-hmm. Looks over at Maeve's direction just to see. Over there just to see if the club is picked up on what.
She literally is just looking blank for 90% of it. She really has no idea what's going on.
You know, I'm not sure, but I think maybe Callie's School of Hard Knocks might need to go ahead and close its doors.
And so we can open up Emmett's School of Hard Knocks.
Oh, seriously?
Looks at Maeve.
She's just going to lean over. You do know who she's related to, don't you, Emmett?
Oh yeah. When he gets here, he's gonna find that she can drink like a Fianna, kick ass like a Black Fury, and hack like a Glasswalker.
I want you all to remember, while he's saying this, watching her fumble fuck with the battery, try to put it in upside down, drop it, and then finally get it in the phone. So I just want you to have this mental image while he's saying this.
Emmett just says, "We all have humble beginnings." Well, when we get back onto the set, I think I need to make a howl for it.
I think I should probably head back that way anyways, because I'm pretty sure Travis will get pretty annoyed that I've been off SEP so long.
Oh,
And
by the way,
Olaf.
Maeve,
Hmm?
until you meet with your den parents, I would highly appreciate that when you go off Sept, you take a Garu with you.
Oh, they just said an escort, but okay.
Just for caution's sake.
I can do that.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? By the way, damn it, I forgot, whatever. Even Glasswalkers have lapses in memory.
Should we head back then?
Yeah, let's go ahead and head back. Do you have a ride home?
Points to the Fiannakin.
The Fiannakin probably looks mad salty at Emmett because he's a Glasswalker, and the Glasswalkers and the Fianna are kind of like have this really friendly rivalry going on because they're both kind of competing for the castle.
I don't remember hearing anything about that. I call shenanigans.
Oh no. The Glasswalker kind of historically just showed up to the Fianna castle and just kind of started taking shit over, and Travis has to kick them out.
Okay. Well. So, we'll ride back with that guy. And that way Olaf and Travis won't look at me funny forever and ever.
By the way, May, if you want, I will be starting drills tomorrow morning with my Guardian Corps, so if you're...
Like fighting?
Pardon?
Like fighting?
Yes.
Oh. I don't think I've ever done anything more extreme than wrestle with the neighbor kids when we were younger.
Then this seems like you probably do well to come to training tomorrow morning.
I hear a lot of things about ridiculous injuries, and it makes me not so much want to go.
You should probably go, because if you don't, worse injuries will happen. And believe me, I fucking know.
Yeah, if you ever see Emmett without his shirt on, Jesus Christ.
I think I like the part where I get to hide behind the guy. I'm pretty sure if anything can punch through him, I deserve to get punched.
I think you should probably learn how to defend yourself, Maeve. But that's just me.
Probably, but I'm still learning lots of things, and I'm pretty sure if I get my head rattled good enough, I'll forget, the whole 2 days of things I've learned.
I'm not looking to have people beat up on you. This is just drills. Can you keep in time with a good run?
Yeah,
Sit-ups, push-ups, jumping jacks?
should be able to.
Can you strike at something that won't hit you back?
I don't know. I haven't struck at anything in a very long time,
Uh-huh.
or at all with any feeling.
Go
She'll
for it.
place both hands on Maeve's shoulders. Then it's probably a good idea if you show up tomorrow.
Okay. And then
Emmett does the little like tap his face thing, and she just looks horrified at the idea.
Wow. Okay.
Why would I do that?
Trust me, I can heal it.
But why would I just haul off and hit you?
Multiple reasons.
We're not doing this in Morningkill's.
No,
Man,
no,
that's-
God, no, God, no. That's not happening right now.
Let's just let's just go back, and at least as long as I stay near to the Fianna Castle, this poor guy can go get dinner and drink a lot and feel better. And she'll gesture to the Fianna that's with her, or the kinfolk.
Oh, by the way, haven't had a chance to smoke all of it yet.
What?
She just looks at Emmett and just shakes her head and is like,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it here. No, Callie, listen.
No,
listen.
don't even mention it.
Fine,
Points
fine,
at the
whatever.
sleeping Morningkill over.
Whatever. Let's get back to the sup, all right?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes. So away they ride.
Away they ride.
Yep.
Do 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 do. Na 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 na.
You realize we're still live, right?
This is a good travel song. I like it. I'm taking it.
You know Dimitri over there? Notices Lucas, closes the drawer, walks away. Fair enough. If that is the end of the scene, then that is the end of the scene. Anybody else feel like we should do something more, or that's it for us?
Are we all
A new
still
scene.
alive?
A new scene.
Well, still
somewhere.
Yeah, I think that if we do anything, we should probably break it up because it's getting to be a very long scene.
Yeah.
Okay then. Thank you everybody for coming along. Thank you watchers for watching. Thank you players for playing. We will go ahead and see you all again next time for this The New World of Darkness Rage Across New York. Goodbye.